Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA, and today we will be doing an unboxing and first impressions video of Kobratech and their cell phone accessories. Now, before we begin, I was contacted by one of the marketing reps, and they reached out and asked if I wanted to take a look at their products. They are not paying me for any of my thoughts or to make this video, but they did supply me with a box of goodies for free. So yes, the stuff that I will be looking at today was free, but no, I am not endorsed or paid to say anything special about the company. So this is going to be my straight up honest review, and I have 5 things that they sent me, and one thing that's not their product, but we're gonna get into that. So we got sent the Kobratech Apex A70 aluminum tripod, the Unimount 360 Pro cell phone mount, the Unimount 360 cell phone mount, a tab mount 360 tripod, and a Triflex mini tripod. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the 360 Pro and the tripod box, they're empty because it's Halloween time. So I had all this stuff sitting down by the door ready to go to come down to the studio, and we want to do a family photo of our Halloween costumes so we can quickly throw that up on the socials. And I said, hey, I got a box full of cell phone accessories. Let me grab the tripod and mount, and I can just throw my cell phone on timer and get a quick use out of this stuff so I get a little bit better idea when I go into the review. So I grabbed the tripod, and I grabbed the Unimount, and I tried to take a picture, but to start, the Unimount, which is great, it has an Archaea Swiss base plate, and the tripod, it does not. It has one of these quick release base plates, so this mount does not fit on their tripod. Yeah, so if they made it a little narrower, it might have slid right in. So the tripod has the quick release heads, but it does come with a spare, so in theory, you could just screw one of these onto the 360 Pro cell phone mount, and then you could just use this on their tripod. But because I ran and was grabbing everything quick, I didn't screw this on because I looked at it and said, oh, that's perfect. I'll just grab my New Year tripod, because here is a regular New Year tripod where I can just put this on, and now it's locked into place. So that's just on a regular New Year tripod. It's got the Archaea Swiss mount, so it goes onto any camera mount that has an Archaea Swiss base plate mount, like super easy. So I really liked it because it was super quick. Now I do like this mount because you loosen it, it's got a 360 head, so you have all the points of adjustment. So I can move the phone, center it, angle it any way I want, and then it just has a little thumb screw. So if I wanted to go horizontal, I wanted to go vertical, vice versa, that would be vertical, that would be a horizontal mount. I get it set, and then I just tighten down my thumb screw. So when you get it out of your box, flip the mount the other way so your thumb screw faces the top, and then you also have your shoe mount for a microphone or a light or any other accessory that you want to put on there. I do like this 360 rotation, and it is all aluminum, so it's nice, it's going to be durable, it's going to be strong. So I think this is going to actually last quite a while, and I really love that it's just an Archaea Swiss base plate, so it's ready, it's good to go. I mean, it's already set up, I could drop it on a tripod, and it has 2 different size holes in the bottom, so if I wanted to use the included quick release, I could screw that into and then I can just clamp this onto the Kobra tripod. Now let's go back to this Kobra tripod, because even though I didn't use it for my family photo, I like that it's got the handle. It's not necessarily a fluid head, but it does have some good spin on it. But it has this nifty handle. So when the tripod is open, the handle will go flat, and then it kind of automatically pops out for you when you close it. Because of where the handle sits, when you close the tripod, it automatically pushes it up, so you're kind of good to go. I really like that. I've never seen a handle like that built into a tripod. Now, I do have other tripods that have had like a strap that came off it. One had a clip, which was nice to hang on your belt, but this is really great. I really liked that handle, and it's all aluminum. Well, the legs are all aluminum. The clamps, they are plastic. The head is not replaceable, so if you wanted to swap the head out on a different tripod, you wouldn't be able to. This is a whole plastic setup. So you have one big knob on the side that will lock the pivot down. Now, it's not, obviously it's plastic, so it's not going to fully lock it, but it will hold it in place fairly well. So you can lock your pivot, but your pan is always going to happen. And then there's another thumb screw on this side, so you can kind of get tilt, which I like. That's a nice feature to have. Now, there's one more knob on the side, but that is not for pan. That, if I turn it the right way, is for the expansion. So that's how you tighten or loosen the top section of the tripod. So personally, I don't usually use the quick release heads for my tripods because everything I use is Archaea Swiss. I mean, I use a PD capture clip. That's Archaea Swiss. All my cameras are Archaea Swiss. That's why I really, really loved this cell phone mount, because it had the Archaea Swiss base plate already attached to it, so I didn't have to use an extra base plate. I didn't have to put the quick release on, but again, the tripod did come with an extra, so you can have one for your camera if you're using a camera as well, and then you can have one always on your cell phone mount. And each of these also came with a wireless Bluetooth trigger for your cell phone. So now we're gonna move on to the other cell phone mount, which is the Unimount 360. Now, this one I have not opened, and I think the main difference is this is a smaller, slimmer version. Oh, okay, I'm already seeing something I think I like a little bit better on this one. Okay, so again, it came with a Bluetooth trigger. Now, this one is all plastic, and it does not have the mount, so this is where that spare mount for your tripod would come in handy. You can just screw this directly onto the bottom. Now, again, this one is all plastic, but the thing I like here, it's still a thumb screw, but the thumb screw's on the top. I like that, and then it's got a pivot point here. There's a thumb screw there, so you can adjust your tilt, and you can go from horizontal or landscape into vertical or portrait mode, but there's no tilt. But if you're utilizing your tripod head, you can get your tilt, your pan, or your side tilt if you want to. So you combine this tripod with this head, and you got pretty much everything that you want. And there's also the screw on the bottom, so if you wanted to use just the clamp alone and not use the bracket, you'd still be able to utilize just this clamp. So there have been the two mounts. Plastic, this is the Unimount 360, and this is the Unimount 360 Pro. The difference being Archaea Swiss base plate. This is all aluminum except for the knobs. They're plastic. This is all plastic, has no base plate. This would be used in conjunction with any base plate that you use for any different tripod. Speaking of tripods, this is the Kobratech Tab Mount 360. Now this probably, it does not. Okay, now this, oh, actually has a detached 360 ball head, aluminum base, plastic top, and in there, whew. Okay. Now, there is also, it appears to be another trigger. Okay, so this I don't have with me, it's at work. This would be a tablet mount. So this is all plastic, this is a tablet mount, and this has the mounting point on the bottom as well as the back, and it came with a 360 ball head, so I can screw this on to either location. So I could screw it on the side, and then have my tablet mounted that way, or I could unscrew this from the side, screw that onto the bottom, and then you have all your adjustability. So this would actually, for me, the purposes of this, I would probably use this. I use my iPad at work mostly. I don't like tablets. I'm not a tablet person. I don't really use them. I have one that I take when I travel to like watch movies on, like on the plane or the train, but I don't really use a tablet in my everyday life. So what I would actually use this for, I use my iPad at work as a teleprompter. So I would use this to put this above, below. With the mounting options, this would be great. I could put it where I need it for this specific person, and I can put this as the teleprompter next to the camera wherever the person reading could see it the best. So this would come in very handy because 2 points of attachment, thumb screw, all plastic construction. So I mean, it's decent plastic. It doesn't feel like it's super cheap. Like it's sturdy. I'm not gonna crack it just by playing with it. I think that's gonna be fairly good. I was on the tripod mount kick, so now this is what I meant to grab, was the Kobratech Triflex Mini. And I've had a lot of tripods like this before, so let's pop this puppy out. Grab it from the wrong side. Okay, so we have all of our pertinence, our documentation. We have a GoPro mount, so it came with a GoPro mount. And then, ooh, that's nice, another wireless Bluetooth trigger. This actually came with a tripod or a cell phone mount on it, so you could actually utilize the included cell phone mount, or you can grab your trusty 360, and now you have more options of how you would like to use your phone. And these are flex legs, so you can use these to wrap around, grab something. You can use these to get super, super low. So these are nice. These are like the GorillaPod concept. And then it has a very small 360 clamp here. And yeah, you could drop it down. So you can get a little creative with this. This would be good for like if you got like a macro lens for your camera or your phone and you want to get some nice low macro shots. That's what I really like these for. These little flex tripods. I use these when I'm trying to take like little macro shots because they're great. You can get the phone in crazy positions, because a macro shot you got to hold really still because you're so close that if you're holding it, sometimes you mess up the picture, you get blurred. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the blur kind of works with it because you might get a crisp spot and you're kind of giving yourself a little bit of vignetting, but you generally want to have really, really still shots. And these little flex tripods are great when you're using a macro lens. And it also came with a little carrying bag. I mean, it's nothing special. It's not like super soft or anything, but I mean, it's nice. It's got a little carrying bag. It's probably not going to fit with this mount, but boom. If I took the 360 mount off, it would completely fit in with its original head. So we're gonna put some of this stuff to the test. I'm actually don't have much of an option to use the tablet mount just yet because with the way of the world at this current moment in time, I'm not doing any talking heads, and I'm only doing some product videos in photography and filming, so I'm not doing any talking heads, but I am going to stick this in my studio, and I'm going to utilize this the next time I do a talking head, because I think this mount would be great, because the mount that I use now, it doesn't have a lot of adjustments to it, so I pretty much have one set, and if I move it too much, the iPad falls out. So I'm going to give the Kobratech tablet mount a try once things get normal again, but I will give the flex mount a shot with this setup, with the 360 setup on the flex tripod, because I feel like I have so much stuff scattered in front of me. I feel like the Pro might be a little bit too heavy, especially once you use this a little bit and these legs get a little loosened up. I think that the aluminum 360 Pro version might be a little bit too heavy for this tripod, so I'm gonna use the plastic 360 mount because it's a lot less weight, and it still has a good amount of adjustability. I mean, I still get that tilt if I need it with the little 360 head that's on there. So I'm gonna go ahead, give all of this stuff a go around. So stay tuned to see more on the Flex Mini, the A70 tripod, the full-size guy, 360 Pro, the Unimount 360 cell phone mount, tab mount 360 tripod. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I'm gonna go try some of this stuff out now. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.